They break off in my asshole. I get it. I get it.
Because you're drinking them. That's a drinking joke, too.
His was a drinking joke.
Mine was a drinking joke.
I thought it was a sodomy joke.
No, mine was a sodomy joke.
Okay.
Yeah,
you guys confused me.
I'm officially not going to let my mom listen to this at all.
I think I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Too late. I friended her on Facebook.
Your parents aren't drinkers at all.
No, my dad has been sober for 30 years. My mom does not drink at all.
That's going to make for a hard comic life if you don't have at least one parent that's a drunk. I'm going to tell you up front right now. I'm just kidding. Kirsten, I'm kidding.
No, that's totally fine. My stepmother and I will enjoy a bottle of wine together.
Each.
Sometimes.
What kind of wine are you drinking?
Cab Sav.
Okay.
Which I actually brought because they're out of wine, and they told me it was okay if I brought my own
your
bottle
own
of
wine.
wine.
That's good. I like
They'll
that.
serve it to me all night long.
It's an elegant screw cap wine.
I like that.
That is what happened earlier.
Apparently, October is a good vintage.
Were your parents drinkers, Bob? Yeah, I don't know anything about your parents.
Here's the thing. My mom would drink on special occasions. Like, she was like a New Year's Eve drinker.
All right.
You know, and she would, or every once in a while, if they were, like, my dad was always belonging to the Elks and stuff like that. So if they were at a function there, she might have a few drinks. But my dad was a beer drinker. And, I mean, he drank beer not during work. Like, he used to work on cars and stuff. So not during work or not during work during the week, but on the weekends when he was done working on the cars, he would sit and just drink beers and talk with his friends. And that was where I learned to tell stories, was from my dad and his friends.
Really? So
yeah.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
Okay.
I to this day, I love it. We can sit at a table, like out to dinner with family or at somebody's house, and just start going back and forth, and we'll just cue each other for other stories that we want to hear the other one tell.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, there are still stories that my dad tells, and I will sit like a 5-year-old and just listen, because I love listening to him tell.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
And he's a drinker.
Yeah, he's not anymore. He's actually he's sober too. He had on a couple of different medication issues that he was on.
I see.
And just couldn't do it with him. So
my grandfather was a drinker when I was growing up, and but he was a loving drunk.
Yeah.
Like he's
yeah. Like honestly, I don't remember ever seeing my dad hammered. Like
really?
I vaguely, like, I don't remember seeing him without a beer in his hand, like in the backyard or up in Maine. But I don't ever remember seeing him like stumbling drunk or slurring his words. Maybe I was too young to realize it. I don't know, but I never saw him drunk.
My grandpa was funny because towards me he was very loving. I don't know how he was towards other people.
He used to beat the wife, but
I remember,
Larry was a good egg.
He was playing with the baby.
Yeah.
They were on the same level.
He got home one day and it snowed really bad. And when they plowed the streets, they put all the snow in the middle of the road. Well, he drove a Ford, it was a box. I don't want to say Fairlane, but it was a box.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Ford
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Two-wheel drive, tries to take the fucking snow hill to get into his driveway. I centers it. Whose fault is this, Kirsten? It's the city of Brush's fault for putting snow in front of his thing. So I remember, it's one of my memories growing up is him on the phone screaming at the police station that these bastards need to come help him get his car out because he drove drunk. And you know what I mean? So I wake up and I'm shot by 10 or 11. I go, Mom, what's happening? She goes, Grandpa. That was code enough. Like,
hit the deck.
Yeah, no, just go to bed because it's funny because him and Mom became like
oh, that's awesome. It's like the Japanese Tora was like the signal to attack Pearl Harbor. It's like, Grandpa, hit the deck.
I knew when he was drinking, he'd come home, he'd sit down next to me at the kitchen table, was like, I love you, and you can tell me anything. You know that, right? I go, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, I love you.
I told you to shut the fuck up 4 times already.
Seriously, I know, Grandpa, I know. So that's the funny part about having a drinking.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. You know, and then when I was drinking in high school, I'd wake up, I'd sit at the table. He's like, "Did you drink last night?" "No." "You look like shit." "You can tell me. I won't tell your mom." I said, "I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about." And he fucking knew. Like
of course he did.
Yeah, he was. My grandma was oblivious to it.
Yeah,
but he just knew, and he just hammered me.
Oh yeah.
"You didn't drive, did you? What were you guys drinking last night?"
I could never pull
Where'd
it over.
You go?
Yeah, I could never pull it over on my old man. Ever. He always knew.
Are you going to know when your kids are?
Yeah. My kids seem to be a lot smarter than me, though, so I'm not too awfully worried about. My son I'm worried about, to be honest with you.
They got a good mom. They got a good mom. What are you going to do?
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I don't know. My dad could always tell. I remember, did you ever get a chance to drink with your grandfather?
No, not really.
No, I did. I went drinking with my dad. Not a lot. Like, we just didn't. Like, we would have a couple, like, I would stop by. He was a member of the Elks Club, so I would stop by and have a few beers there, and then I was usually heading out with my buddies. But one night, I showed up down there, and it was actually the night that I told him that I was going to be a father, and that I was getting ready to move to Colorado.
Wow.
And so we're sitting down there at the Elks Club, and we're drinking beers. And the last thing I coherently remember saying is, "Oh man, I'll kick your ass at pool," and then I don't remember anything after. I mean, it was like blackout after that. Where I just drank until I remember like flashes of it. Like we found some hot dog rolls and some eggs in the kitchen and some bacon, and so we made breakfast in the kitchen.
That's how my family went camping.
They had and I mean, just shot pool all fucking night.
Nice.
So now, bear in mind, he follows me home. Well, I was staying at Sue's house at the time back in Lynn. He follows me back there because he thinks there's no way I'm going to make it by myself.
Right.
He's shot full of holes, too. He's hammered, too. So he drops me off, and he rolls away and goes, "Good night, sweetheart." I was like, "Good night." I come staggering up the front stairs, and Sue looks at me and says, "Do you really expect me to believe that you've been out with your father until 5 o'clock in the fucking morning?"
Nice.
I swear to God, he just left. I swear to God.
Nice. Well, it's going to be showtime here pretty quick. What time does the show start?
3 minutes ago.
Okay, 3 minutes ago. So
fantastic.
We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, we should.
I appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you.
Listen to the very end. What I'm doing now is, do you have Reverb Nation? You guys ever check out Reverb?
Yeah, I've heard of them, yeah.
Reverb Nation's a great website. It's where musicians can put all their music on that haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
So I've been finding musicians on there, and I've been playing their music, giving them a little shout out.
Nice.
Guys that haven't quite made it yet.
Right on.
So after we're done here, make sure you listen to the song afterwards, and all the information will be on the the description. So you can find the musician. You can download all their stuff.
Can you just get some Rush to play whenever I'm on?
You know, you know what?
No, they've been heard of. I have other musicians. I know a lot.
Well, then hook me up. Or
But
don't.
none
Like
of them are
Cherokee Tribe.
None of them are as good as Rush.
Probably not.
No,
Probably not. But you know,
that's fair.
this guy's pretty good though. It's,
By Paul Revere
I'm
and the
kidding, I'm
Riders.
Cherokee Nation?
but I don't want to get sued. So
No, I
that's-
don't
that's-
blame you. That's not. Yeah.
So I always get their permission to put their
good
music
call.
on, and
No,
they're
that's
always
cool, man. I
glad to
think
do
that's
it.
awesome.
So
I really do.
Make sure you listen to it. But before we go, how do we find you online? Bob Goddett.
Facebook, Bob Goddett.
Okay, Kirsten.
I guess Facebook also, Kirsten Ecker. There's only two of us, but if it's the 40-year-old in Germany, that's not me.
That's not you.
I'm the one in the U.S.
Do you have a face or a Twitter?
They're both
No.
her.
Get a Twitter.
They're both her.
You get a Twitter.
Yeah.
I got a Twitter. I got a Twitter.
Whoa! Now, not on the podcast.
How do we find
live.
you? How do we find you, Six Pack Killer?
I twatted to Twitter not long ago, and you can type in @Gary Sixkiller the way my name is spelled, because fuck yeah, that's how my name is spelled.
And that's your real name?
It's my real name, and no one else on Twitter thought to buy it from me.
Here's the thing.
Beforehand.
Here's the
AKA
thing. If you're going to catch a coherent tweet from Gary, you're probably going to want to shoot for before noon,
Just
because he'll just be getting home at that point.
I think I'm following you on Twitter. Actually, maybe you're.
yeah, no,
I
you
can't
just
even follow
recently
him. I'm
did.
sitting across the table from
No,
him. for
no.
Christ's sake.
Follow is a strange term to use for it. But no, I recently threw up. I found Bane, like from Batman, from the new Batman movie. Bane has his own Twitter, and he threw up one that said all Batman wants for Christmas is his two parents. And I laughed ever so hard, and so I followed him, and now it's all sorts of fun and games.
Then real quick, I am going to give a shout out on Twitter. This chick twittered something, and I laughed so fucking hard at this. Hold on, let me find it real quick. It'll be quick.
Tweeted? Tweeted?
I like Twitter more than
Tweeted.
Facebook.
I think twittering is what that one gal from the punk rock band did on the front lawn of the Westboro Baptist Church. I think that's considered twittering.
Everybody should do that.
That was twattering.
Oh, was that what it was? Very good, thank you. Solid, thanks, Gary.
Yeah, twittering's on the inside.
Ironically, she had some serious balls to do that.
Ping pong, if I'm not mistaken.
And she probably juggled them as well.
I cannot find it now. That's horrible. 'Cause it was basically she said, "I
You
tell
ever
you."
shot a blow dart?
She typed on there. I tell you, go fuck yourself, but you'd probably be disappointed. I thought it was clever. I
That's
enjoyed
impressive. I like
I've
that.
never disappointed myself in the sack.
Well, because
Lundstrom?
you know what you like.
You heard the Tom Waits thing? He's like, you call yourself up and ask yourself out for a date.
Oh yeah.
The interview goes, well, there's no. Usually by about 2:00 in the morning, you've taken advantage of yourself again. There's no getting around that.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. You can find me, Moose Lundstrom, at Moose Lundstrom, or the Juggernaut Brothers at Jugbro on Twitter or Facebook. Or if you go to the like page, you can be one of the non-Egyptian people.
Yes.
There's only like 20 of them
That's it.
that like the page.
Yeah.
Find it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
Soon to be 23.
are you going to like it?
Yeah, and hopefully these guys will too.
Okay, and you
I
can.
think
I already
like
do like it.
I think
My
I
page
already
is just an Egyptian, and I told you, translate that shit.
I hope they find
Been
you.
trying to walk like that for years.
I hope they find you Sixkiller and they think you're one like a sleeper cell. Oh, the Sixkiller. This is a good one.
Yeah.
He's
be getting some very strange PMs over Facebook.
Can I just, before you end your podcast, Mr. Juggernaut?
Okay.
Can I just tell you how impressively racist your Egyptian accent is? Can I tell you?
You know what's weird is
I tell you.
My
It's the
Egyptian
equivalent
accent.
of black. It's the what is it? What does T say? It's the verbal equivalent of blackface.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to get going, but real quick, my Egyptian accent, my Iraqi accent, my Saudi accent, all the same accent. You caught me, Gary. You caught me. So
he's the only one too.
This is Moose Lundstrom signing off. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Bye, the world.
Bye.
Later, Juggernaut.